I know it's after midnight, so technically it's Saturday. What did I do Friday? Well, apparently Scott tried messaging me and sending me some videos of Felix. I never got them. So he contacted Brian and said, "Does Mom even have a phone?" And Brian said, "Yeah." So we checked into it, and it wasn't totally set up all the way because Verizon requires an 8-digit number from your old carrier so that they can finally transfer everything over. And yeah, I am not happy with it. It's going back to blonde next time. Anyway, the kid that would help me at Verizon, Hector, nice kid. He'll be 23 next month. Yes, I talk to everybody and I can get all kinds of information out of people, so yeah, I could be a spy. Anyway, I drove over to Metro PCS, which is not Metro PCS anymore, it's Metro T-Mobile. And the lady had absolutely nothing going on in there, and she's kind of like sitting back on a countertop. She helped me. She said, "Oh no, we don't even have those kind of things, but I understand, so we'll make one. We'll fabricate one. Let's pick 8 digits." So we made up 8 digits, and she said, "There, try this." So I called the number Verizon gave me to call, and I put in the 8 digits and said, "Now you are all set up." I'm like, why don't they tell you these kind of things beforehand? Anyway, I was able to get a message that Scott sent. It was a video of Felix supposed to be having nap time, but he's standing in the crib holding on to the railing and jumping up and down like a crazy man. Oh, God. Oh, man. I was watching all kinds of stuff. Been watching videos on tiny homes and people that convert school buses or utility vans or whatever into like a little camper or home that they live in or travel around in. One fella from California, he had like a carpenter's panel van and he converted it into a tiny home. And it's really cool looking, actually. It's unusual inside. It's not the usual what people put in their places. And he tows behind this little, kind of like a Jeep, but it's like a little utility car. And on the side of the truck and on the side of the Jeep, he made up a company name so that he calls it a stealth camper. So nobody knows that you're living in there. You just think it's a utility van. Cool idea. Even with a phone number on there. But the phone number is one that's used in a song that since that song came out, they don't issue that phone number to anybody because people used to get calls all the time. So that phone number is on the side. And it's pretty cool. And he was talking about, I looked at his website and everything, and he talks about things that are of interest to me, frequencies and sound frequencies, and how it affects humans and music and everything else. That's one of the little weird side things that I obsess on. And out near Joshua Tree Park, they have a thing called Intragratron. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Near Joshua Tree, 38-foot tall cupola designed by a ufologist and contactee George Van Tessel. He claims of it being a place capable of rejuvenation, anti-gravity, and time travel. Built in 1960. And the College of Universal Wisdom. They have sound bath sessions where you lie on these mats, and they have about 20 or 30 Tibetan crystal bowls. I have a brass one. Oh, it's up on the shelf. Where you lightly tap on the side, it produces a sound, and then you rub the wand around. And not only does it produce that sound and it vibrates, but it also you hear secondary and tertiary sounds coming from this bowl. And having like 30 of them. The guy sits in the middle and he vibrates, and people just like veg out, and they'll let the sound clean them right through. And it's like $180 for a session, but I do want to go see the place. I haven't been to Joshua Tree. There's supposed to be all kinds of neat stuff out there, like a rock shaped like a skull. I've seen pictures of it because Ashley and her sister went there. Not to the Integratron thing, but they went to Joshua Tree, which is probably about 10 minutes south of this building. It's really interesting to me. Maybe next month when I have enough money for gas to get there and back, we'll go out there. We'll see. Hopefully won't get taken away, but you know what I mean? Some of you say I'm already out there, but you could be right. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh yes, I always seem to go on too long. I downloaded World Radio on my cell phone, where it gives you flags from various countries all over the world, and you click on one. Like I clicked on the Czech Republic flag, and there's all kinds of stations you can listen to. I clicked on the Comedy Channel, and I could hear this guy. I'm like, I didn't understand what he said, but I don't know, it was kind of nice listening to it. Then I listened to something from the UK. It was supposed to be a comedy channel. It wasn't that funny. So some of these channels must be kind of like off-brand. I tried looking for Jack Radio because, unless they're not called Jack Radio anymore, because I have acquaintances. Simon used to work there, and John Lovell's done voiceover work on commercials for a few of these stations, but I don't know if I'll run across any of it. But it's interesting. So, with the needle and thread. Yep. Lots to do. I think the kids are both home the next couple days. I don't know if anything will be of anything, whether we'll walk dogs or they'll just let me be. If they just let me be, then I will try to further put stuff away and get to where I really need to be. I have a chair that sits up a little higher that I purchased a long time ago for when I worked the elections. That way I could kind of sit on it. It's like a bar height. And if someone came in to vote or something, I could get up right away with no effort because it sat up higher. But it's a little too high for my keyboard table. But I don't want it to sit as low as a normal chair, so I might take off about this much of the legs. Maybe. We'll see. My creativity's starting to flow around again. Is that good or bad? I still have like a week and a half or 2 weeks. What is it? What is today? Okay, a week and a half until I see the doctor. I've got to tie my hands down so I don't spend any more. It's like, oh, that's only $10. Oh, I think they'll like that. I bought my friend in Iowa a coffee cup. I don't know when it will get there to her, maybe in a week. I'll have to let her know she's going to receive something. She has been putting a lot of kindness out on Facebook. She said there's too much crap going around. We need more kindness. So she's been putting a lot of upbeat and kind things on Facebook. And I thought seeing a cup that said nurture kindness, and it's like sprinkling water on seeds and flowers growing, that they're, you're nurturing your kindness. I thought that was really nice. So I hope she'll like it. If I were a millionaire, yeah, I'd still be spending money. And I'd still dress like this. Maybe. Or have plastic surgery, look really hot, and go around with no clothes on. That's the plan. Oh, God. Well, if anything exciting happens today, I'll film it. Brian thinks that I should start filming on my phone because it's got a hell of a camera. But how do you edit and how do you put things up? I know some of you out there do your videoing on a phone. I like to sit here at the desk and edit and come up with stuff. But how do you do it on a phone? Upward and onward.